Young women taking control of their health, removing their breasts to prevent cancer. These are women who've either had cancer or are at very high risk for developing it. And tonight, we're showing you why they're doing it, the shocking age it's being done, and how it's changing their lives. Here's tonight's special report. It may be one of the most difficult decisions a woman's ever faced with making. It's bold. To some, it's controversial, but to anyone considering it, it's personal.
I wanted to be very aggressive.
Take Laura Jones. She watched her mom die from breast cancer, and at 45, with 3 kids to raise, she found a lump.
You panic. You just want to get rid of it as quickly as possible.
Doctors said she could remove just the lump, but she wanted to do more, removing the entire breast instead. Not only that, she opted to get rid of the perfectly healthy one, too.
My goal was to do whatever I could to make sure that I was still around in 10, 15, 20 years. And if that meant taking both of them off, I was okay with that.
And a surprising number of women are. Women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Yes, we're seeing mainly younger women now opting for prophylactic mastectomies.
But why so young?
Usually the women will come to us and say, I've watched my sister develop breast cancer, my mother died from breast cancer, what can I do to prevent it?
When you're dealing with family history, obviously, genetics is a major part of it. And when women find themselves here, surrounded by their relatives who've had the disease, it's pretty scary. 10% of all breast cancers are considered to be hereditary. That's 1 in 10 women.
I think the youngest woman that we have seen was in her very early 20s.
Geneticists like Dr. Christine Weaver look for 2 gene mutations, BRCA1 and BRCA2.
It's one of those things that you just do not want to miss because the cancer risks are so high.
For women who test positive, it's a waiting game. Their risk for developing cancer is as high as 87%. That's why Dr. Weaver says those women often choose surgery before anything happens. Laura Jones tested negative for those gene mutations, but because of her family history, she still worries about her 18-year-old daughter, Jalen.
I have a lot of life to live, and I want to live it and not have to worry about getting cancer. I just couldn't imagine getting out like now as a freshman in college.
After watching her grandmother die from it and her mother fight it, Jalen says she will have her breasts removed if it comes to it.
No, I don't think it's too much. I think that your life is more important than having breast.
A decision her mom wholeheartedly supports.
I would certainly encourage her to do whatever she needed to do to make sure that she was around a long time.
Now, Laura Jones found her cancer in a self-exam, but if there is a history of breast cancer in your family, especially if your relatives were diagnosed before the age of 50, you should at least see a genetic counselor. They can help you decide whether genetic testing is right for you.